Hey guys, it's Ornlu, and we have another public update preview patch that you guys can get access to right now as I'm recording. And that was just launched today, and we have all of the info we're going to be getting for the co-op campaigns, which I'm super excited to get my hands on. I'll definitely be doing some YouTube videos with T West where we go through those together. Should be a lot of fun. However, there are also the upcoming balance changes that are a part of this patch, although they're not listed anywhere, and I will be going through those for you guys as well. There aren't too many, but there are definitely some very notable ones. If you're only interested in that, I'll definitely put chapters on the video so you can just jump to the section where it's like multiplayer balance changes. But we'll get to that in just a second. First, the battles await. So we have co-op campaigns, and we can see here with this picture, I'll zoom in a bit. It's good enough. We have Hastings here, where we have the regular player's base, and then a mirrored version where there's another player. And so it does seem like the co-op battles are all going to be existing scenarios, so they're not making new ones, which I have kind of mixed feelings about, but I'd rather have them than not have them. So we can actually start these today. There are 5 historical battles, which I'll show you in a second, that we can do with our friends. And then there will be the preview version of co-op will then go live in our next update. So it's not going to be the full release just yet, but we will be getting 5 historical battles to go through. And then there's going to be in total 33 missions selected from 6 different campaigns for the co-oping and ending, which is going to be really fun. So today, you can play Tours, Hastings, Honfloglalas, Kurikara, and Befeus, all co-opable. And then in the future, we will be getting the entirety of the Saladin campaign, Attila the Hun campaign, Alaric campaign, Tariq ibn Ziyad campaign, Surya Varman campaign, and Tamerlane campaign. The Tamer campaign. So that's going to be really exciting. Like I said, can't wait to go through all of those. Got a nice mix of campaigns here. And if you want to access this yourself, there is an instruction guide over here. Essentially, all you need to do is just go on to Steam, go to your games library, go to DE, right-click, go to Properties, go to Betas, and then just select Pop June. And then you'll have to just update your game, and then you'll be good to go. And then when you want to switch back, just go to Betas and then select None, update the game again. And that is how you do that. Okay, Steam, that's great. Here we have Kurikara, and it looks like we have the Hojo clan's base. Here, let me zoom in again. Let me also move myself. So yeah, there is a town center here. There normally is not one, so it looks like you can be teaming up as the Hojo clan with the Minamoto clan. Oh, okay. Same scenario. Same scenario. This is going to be Befeus. This is probably where the second player starts, if I had to guess. More Befeus. And there is Hastings. And okay, so we did see all of that. Shwoop. But yeah, I can't wait to get into this. And I'll show you guys the UI in just a second. There is where you provide feedback. And then, of course, you have all of the co-op stuff. Now, in-game stuff. So, beta co-op campaigns. You can see it right here. So, right now you can only play historical battles, but yeah, you can play Tours, Hastings, Honfloglalas, Kurikara, and Befeus. So you would just click on this. It would create a lobby. So yeah, you can see all of the stuff here. You can go all the way up to hard difficulty. And you can, I'm sure, just invite your friends and do all that stuff from there. So that should be a lot of fun. Can't wait to get into that with T West. Okay, with that out of the way, now we can go into the multiplayer balance update changes that we will be seeing in the next update. I'll just go into the tech tree. I do know these for certain, and I am like 98% sure that these are the only changes, but of course, if I do miss anything, please be sure to let me know in the comments. This is just what I am seeing initially. So, first change goes to the hand cannoneer. It doesn't say it, but Trust me, the hand cannoneer accuracy is increased from 65% to 75%. A lot of people were saying that hand cannoneers needed a buff, and so now they will be being a little bit more accurate. Should help the unit a little bit. It's a very minor change, but now probably lower numbers of hand cannoneers will be more effective, and since the unit, you can only start making them in Imperial Age, that is certainly quite important. They might need more in the future, but this is certainly a decent way to start. Then we have the two Cav Archers, the regular and heavy, and they are having an increased attack animation duration. So what this means is that the change they made a little while ago where they made Cav Archers easier to micro, that was deemed a little too strong, so they're just rolling it back a little bit. It's going from 1.15, which it is right now, to 1.17, so 0.02 difference. Now, that's essentially the halfway point between where it was at the launch of the game and where it's like the buffed version. They're just putting that back in the middle. I'll have all of these changes listed in the description of this video, which will hopefully make sense if I am not making sense right now. A little bit of a nerf to Cav Archers, but they're still going to be super good, and there are plenty of situations with a lot of civs where you want to be going for this unit. So I think that is totally fine. This is going to be the big one, guys. Or rather not. Flemish Revolution, the bane of everybody. It's had its cost increased from 800 food and 450 gold to 1200 food and 650 gold. So plus 400 food and plus 200 gold to make this happen. Also, the Flemish Militia themselves will no longer be getting bonus damage versus buildings. They used to get +2, now they will be getting none. So they won't be very good, or they won't be as good at destroying buildings. They still benefit from arson. So they're definitely nerfing the tech. To be honest, this change, the price hike doesn't matter all that much, because if you're booming, like, you know, into 200 pop villagers, just insta-turn them into military, the extra resources don't really matter that much because you have a gigantic economy anyway. I don't like this tech. I don't really think that it belongs in Age of Empires, but I guess if it's harder to get to, that's a good thing. I think that the nerf to the Flemish Militia themselves is probably going to be a bit more impactful, just because they're not going to be tearing through your buildings as quickly if you're, you know, dropping archery ranges to make hand cannoneers to counter them. Then that is going to be a little less overbearing, but still not a big fan of it, but, you know, better nerfing than buffing, right? Next we have the Persians, and they are actually going to get, I guess we can call it a buff to their war elephants. You can see that the unit cost has been changed. So they now cost minus 30 food, so 170 total from 200, but they do cost more gold, 10 more gold apiece. They used to be 75, now they're 85. This makes them more expensive in the gold department than knights. They used to be actually the same gold cost as knights, but just a lot more food. Now their resource, you know, cost has been balanced a little bit more between food and gold. Obviously still way more food than gold. And also their train time has been decreased by 6 seconds, so they train 6 seconds faster. So they're going to be a bit easier to get out and running, although a little bit more expensive and harder to sustain. Personally, I don't really think we needed this change. I mean, I guess it's okay, but war elephants have their place in the game, essentially team games, big team games, late game, especially on maps like Black Forest and Arena. War elephants are already really good. I don't really think they needed a whole lot, you know, different with them, but I don't think this should make too much of a difference. Next, we have the Slavs and their unique unit, the Boyar. The Castle Age Boyar is exactly the same as it has always been, but now the Elite Boyar will be getting 2 additional melee armor, so they will be having 8 melee armor in total as opposed to 6. That's pretty good. It means that they're really going to start slaying any sort of melee unit that is not a counter-cavalry unit, which they already kind of did, but now they're going to be even better at it. Like, they used to barely lose to a Teutonic Paladin. Now they should almost certainly be beating any sort of Paladin in a 1v1 fight. Okay, maybe not Lithuanians, but I don't know. Unit's going to be a lot better, and is going to be a very strong late-game option for the Slavs. And then lastly, Turks. Their artillery unique tech used to cost 450 stone, 500 gold. That stone cost has been replaced by wood. So now it's going to be much easier to get artillery up and running. You don't have to worry about sharing the stone for the artillery tech plus bombard towers, notably. Again, I don't really think this change was super necessary. Artillery was always really good and worth getting, but now it is easier to get, for sure. And if you're going for like a fast Imperial Age as Turks and then going for your bombard cannons, and you weren't mining a bunch of stone anyway, then now you can much more easily afford the technology as you don't have to mine stone for it. So those are going to be probably the biggest changes as far as that goes. And that's going to be all of the balance changes, guys. Pretty light in terms of the amount of changes they made. I would expect more changes to be made in like future updates, but this is what we're going to be getting upcoming whenever this patch goes live, which I guess will be this month because it's called the June patch, so within the next couple weeks. And yeah, overall I think they're okay, but we got that, and we got co-op campaigns coming up. Should be really exciting. Definitely let me know what you are most looking forward to as far as the co-op campaigns go, what you think of the balance changes, and yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time!